Hello, this is Dominic Benchley. This is my project for our final discussion post for Unit 3. I will be talking about why I was just following orders is not a good excuse for World War II and what it was caused. I will be recording this audio over Apex Legends gameplay. Do not judge, I just got back on the game like a week ago, so I'm actually having pretty fun with it. So let's start it. Today's topic is a critical one: why the excuse "I was just following orders" cannot be accepted as a defense for participating in genocide. First, consider the legal foundation. After World War II, during the Nuremberg trials, many Nazi officials attempted to defend themselves by claiming they were only following the commands of their superiors. The court rejected this argument outright. The Nuremberg Principles and later international laws, such as the Rome Statute, established firmly that individuals are responsible for their actions, even when acting under orders. No order, no matter how authoritative, can absolve someone from committing crimes against humanity. If legal systems allowed "I was just following orders" to excuse murder, oppression, or genocide, justice would collapse entirely. Accountability would be meaningless. This can be shown in a book titled Hitler's Willing Executioners by Daniel Jonah Goldhagen, where he states that I'm pulling it up right now, that many explanations argues for external compulsion. He goes into accounts of different soldiers and different officers, particular, stating that they were fragmented, they just didn't really have much of a choice, and they were forced to make these, and they weren't willing to do it. While there was psychological pressure, social pressure to follow these orders that they didn't want to do, but they chose to do it instead. But we later see that in history, where people were faced with horrific orders and they refused to do these orders. Soldiers who helped civilians escape, diplomats who issued illegal visas to save lives, citizens who hid their neighbors at great personal risk. These individuals understood what too many others ignored: obedience is not an excuse when the command itself is evil. It is also important to address the psychological side. Studies like the milligram obedience experiments show that people have a disturbing tendency to follow authority, even when they know it's wrong. But recognizing that tendency does not excuse it. Acknowledging human weakness is not the same as justifying it. In fact, it demands that societies teach and expect individuals to resist immoral authority. Furthermore, the notion that there was no choice crumbles under scrutiny. Yes, disobeying could be difficult, even dangerous, but it was possible. Resistance also came at a cost, but courage, by definition, is not the easier path. Difficulty does not erase responsibility. Fear of punishment does not legitimize participation in evil. In conclusion, legally, individuals are always responsible for crimes they commit, even under orders. Morally, consequences cannot be outscored to superiors. Historically, resistance was not only possible, but real. Psychologically, human tendencies toward obedience are not a free pass for wrongdoing. Thank you for listening. This was a short video thing, but I don't know. Lions had a good draft. I'm a Cardinals fan, but I gotta make this a little bit longer. We got some good stuff. I hope it's gonna be a good NFL season. Have a good one.